good, everybody? Ace of all trades here. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. We are back for yet another GI community podcast. Now, I apologize because this is on me. It's the crazy schedules and everything like that with work and traveling and all that mixed up, and then trying to get things together and everything. We are finally back, so I appreciate everybody for holding on, and shout out to the Patreons that continue to support the game Illuminaughty. But before we get into the community podcast, we got to do some more introductions. Now, I'm sure for a fact that you guys are familiar with these gentlemen, and let's just go ahead and get to it. So 4Ups, say what up, shout yourself out.
Yo, what's going on? Make sure to follow me on all social media at 4UPZ, especially Instagram. You can find the links to the others there.
All right, Bab. And Bishop, say what up.
You heard?
You ain't want to plug yourself in? That's it?
Oh, wait. Oh. Paul, hit me up on Twitter, Bishop X, B1 Ship X, and hit me up on Instagram, BigCam_.
True. Last and certainly not least, Corliss, shout yourself out.
Yo, what up, GI community? No social media to follow on. I want y'all following me. Just support GI members. You can find me always in their Discord and in Twitch streams.
True. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Like these gentlemen here, if you guys would like to continue to support the game Illuminaughty as a whole, you can be sure to check out our Patreon. Like I said before, if you want to participate in videos just like this one, you have the opportunity to do so. So shout out to all the Patreon members that support game Illuminaughty as a whole. But let's get into it. So there's been a lot of things that have going on, but I kind of wanted just to go to one of the topics that I brought to you guys. Now, this is something that I feel is long overdue. I definitely do feel like they should have done this a very long time ago. And what I'm talking about is the Psn Id change. PlayStation has finally allowed users to be able to finally change your PlayStation Network ID. And I feel like they should have had this a very long time ago. Now, they've already stated the fact that when changing the name, your PlayStation Network name, you should be able to have everything fine with your games. There's like a few games that have some issues with, but majority of games that they've tested so far, you are actually able to change your ID with no problem. And with that being said, when you do change your network name, you can do it once for free. And once you've done it for free for once, if you would like to try to change it again, you will have to do it for $4.99 if you already have PlayStation Plus. But if you are not a member of the PlayStation Plus service, then you will have to do it for $9.99. And pretty much the way it works is, if say right now I'm Ace of all trades on the PlayStation Network, but let's say I change it to just Ace and I just happen to get that name. Now that means that nobody else can use the name Ace. And if you want to change back to your original name, you have the ability to do so. It won't charge you or anything like that. You can go back and forth as much as you want to, but just know that sometimes it may cause some issues with your trophies if you count trophies and everything like that. But with that being said, 4Ups, what's your thoughts about this, man?
I think it's pretty cool actually, because I'm still stuck with like my very old PSN name from like middle school, back when I first got a PS3. So I'm excited they're bringing it. It's kind of frustrating that it took this long for what you would think would be something so simple, but I guess better late than never though.
Okay. What about you, Bishop?
This is a really good idea. I thought before I even got a PS4, I thought it was like you can already do this, because back then I was an Xbox player and whatnot, and I remember back in Xbox 360 you could then change your name and whatnot with the Microsoft points. But it really is good that you can change your name on PS4. It should have been done since like day one back on PS3.
Agreed. What about you, Corliss?
Yeah, it's better late than never. It's about time they got it. A lot of y'all need to get them XXXs and 420s and 59s out of y'all usernames.
Oh, man. No, that's true though. Like I think 4Ups made a good point itself, is that when I had my original one, I had my original PSN. I did it when I was back in high school, and I had that forever. Now I'm 28, but when I started doing stuff for YouTube and Twitch and everything like that, I was like, damn, I really can't change my name. So I had to create another account, and I kind of wish that they would have had that functionality back then, where I could have just had the same account, from the get-go. But I wasn't doing Twitch or anything like that back then, before it was called Justin TV and everything like that. So I had to create a whole nother account. Now it would have been cool if I can be able to change it, and yeah, it's better late than never. And this is a good point. You gotta, like Bishop and like what Corliss was saying, y'all gotta change your names up. You gotta grown up, so go ahead and change it. But that's cool for PlayStation and everything like that. Just keep that in mind. And just a heads up, you guys, all the articles that we are discussed will be in the link in the description box below, so you can check it out on the Game Illuminaughty website. But moving on to the next topic, we are going to go ahead and talk about Microsoft. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. Microsoft actually revealed their Xbox One, so pretty much their digital Xbox One. So pretty much it's discless, so you will not be able to, it's not no optical drive or anything like that at all. I saw a lot of people were making fun of it and just taking the optical drive out and say, hey, look, I got the new Xbox One where it's just no disc and everything like that. And they're charging $250 right now for it, if I believe. Let me just check just to make sure. Yeah, so they're charging $250 for it, and I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest with you. I think that this is unnecessary. I mean, to be honest with you, I get it. A lot of people like to download things digitally. You get a 1 terabyte hard drive, everything like that. But it's kind of like, why do that now? Why take the resources and everything like that now, when you guys should just be focused on the next generation Xbox? But hey, some people may want that, I guess, and if that's the case, then that's cool. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Corliss, what do you think about this?
It's interesting. I think 1 terabyte's too little, in my opinion, for all digital. But it's like, it seems like it's just you just bought a box for the Microsoft Store, kind of, for any other, like for PC or anything like that. So it's kind of strange. I don't know. They don't seem like they don't know which direction they want to go in, because they're putting their platform on Switch. They have this all digital box now. So I don't know how it's going to work. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
True. What about you, Bishop?
It's an interesting idea, but at the same time, it's like, at what cost? Like, okay, you got this amazing, like, let's be honest with ourselves, the Xbox really is powerful and whatnot, got better graphics and stuff. But where are the games at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to do with this? I have nothing really, good to play on the Xbox. So what am I going to do with the digital Xbox? Like, it's an interesting idea, but I feel like it's not really worth it.
Nah, I feel you. Now, like I said before, definitely not gonna trash it or anything like that. Personally, I don't think it's anything good for for the rest of the gamers that already have Xboxes and everything like that. There's been so many different iterations besides going from like the Xbox One to going to the Xbox One X, where you could do 4K and everything along those lines. Not a consistent 60 yet, but besides that, I mean, throwing this in, it's just like at the end of its generation too. It's just kind of like, why? What about you, 4Ups? You have any interest in this at all?
I have little to no interest. I mean, I have an Xbox One X. I don't see the purpose of this. I think it would have been good if it came out alongside the Xbox One S and also came at more of a reasonable price. So let's say, because I know like the Xbox One S costs like $300. This costs $250. And I know there are some bundles for the Xbox One S that even cost about $200, or maybe a little lower than that selling point. So it's kind of hard to like provide any incentive to it, especially with a 1 terabyte hard drive. It just feels too late. It doesn't feel like there's a lot coming with it. And it's like, if you can pay that $50, even that save $50 just getting a normal 1S with all of the perks plus a disc drive in case you want to play Blu-ray or something, it's like, why not do it?
No, I completely understand where you're coming from, and just, like I said, I think this is something kind of late, but Microsoft wants to do this. I mean, that's cool, I guess. I kind of think that they should just focus on the next generation Xbox and just kind of go from there. But hey, if you're interested in it, it's $250. It's an all digital version of the Xbox One S console. So there's no physical media that can be inserted into this. This is all digital. So yeah, if you're interested in it, you can be able to check it out. Now tonight, at the time of the recording, in the next few hours, Mortal Kombat 11 will be dropping. Now, I know some of you guys that I'm listening are going to be picking it up. I think everybody in here, and I'll just go down the line again, may not pick it up or not. I don't think they're into fighters like that, but I will say that I will definitely be picking it up. I actually will be picking it up physically because I got the I pre-ordered it, and I will be picking it up at my local GameStop at 9 o'clock, and that's kind of the perks of being on the West Coast, because everybody on the East Coast has to wait until 12 their time to be able to pick up a game, where on the West Coast, once it's 12 on the East in the United, as long as it's 12 on the United States, everywhere else can get it. So I'll be picking it up. I'll probably be maining Katana again. Probably I'll probably be trying to, I'm definitely gonna be doing stuff with Jax and Sub-Zero, and then I might throw in Frost. Now I'm going to try to figure out one of the newer characters that have been revealed and try to work with them in the lab, but I just don't know which one yet. So I'm just going to keep that until I figure out who I want and actually be able to train and everything like that. But with that being said, which one of you guys in here said that you guys actually might pick it up?
Me.
Go ahead, Bishop. So what console you oh, no, I was gonna pick it up for the PS4, by the way. Which console are you gonna pick it up for, and who you think you're gonna main?
Definitely the PS4, because my Xbox is broken and whatnot. But you know, I'm playing on PS4, and I might main Jax or Scorpion.
Okay, Jax or Scorpion. That's what's up. Speaking of, well, we're not gonna talk about it. There's some controversy apparently with Jax's end story for and it's for the tower. When you go through and you got, conquest, you actually go through and you just do the tower defense with Jax, and then you beat it. And apparently there's oh my god, there's just know there's some idiots in the world when it comes to and the title of the video and article that I'm talking about in particular is that apparently WB Games and Ed Boon and the rest of Mortal Kombat are pretty much saying it's okay for white genocide. That's all I'm gonna throw it out there, and it has something to do with Jax. That's all I'm gonna put out there. That's what is wrong with everybody.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so like, I don't want to spoil it and everything like that. Like, I don't, but it's like I said, it doesn't have anything to do with the story per se. This has something to do with Jax's individual backstory. What happens when you complete the Tower of the Conquest. And apparently he goes back in time, and he stops he stops slavery and everything like that, the KKK and all that. And now apparently Mortal Kombat is throwing out there that it's okay for white genocide. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's ridiculous. If you guys want to look it up, I'm sure you'll see way more about it after this video is dropped and everything like that. So check it out. And I can't stand people. Let's just move on. Let's talk about something more positive. So yeah, MK11 drops out tonight. So everyone, if you're in the Discord and everything like that, we're gonna be running lobbies, all that. Trey, you can get these hands. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and talk about Avengers Endgame. Now, there's a lot of things going on this week, and Avengers Endgame is one of them. I will be there day one, Thursday night, 6 o'clock on a dot. Sit there for 3 hours and 2 minutes and love every single second of it. Now, apparently, well, not apparently, the thing is, what everybody always does when it comes to a big movie like this, spoilers. But it got to the point of where the Russo brothers had to create a hashtag and had to make a official statement to tell people to don't spoil Endgame. Apparently, there's like the last 4 minutes of the movie has been spoiled. So people have been putting titles of YouTube just to get those views, been putting it on Twitter, going through people's Discords, going through people's Twitch chat, and doing all that. And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yo, Bishop, man, what do you think of all this?
I found it really sad that people had to be reminded not to spoil Endgame and whatnot. It really is sad, and it really is kind of disappointing at the same time, because people during that week, either they can't get it or they can't go because jobs and whatnot,
right,
things and all that. But yeah, it really is sad that people have to be reminded not to spoil anything. Honestly, to be honest, bro, I might have to delete social media throughout the entire week so I won't get spoiled, because I have no faith that people will keep their mouths shut. You know, I learned that from back when Fast and the Furious 5 was it?
Yeah, we get spoiled. Gotcha.
Yeah, and he's used the memes and whatnot to hide it. You know, he's like, you can't stop that. So I'm deleting Instagram, Twitter, all that. You know, just to make sure I don't get spoiled. So I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, that's wild. What about you, 4Ups? What you think?
I'm on the same wave as Bishop. Like, I'm ready to delete all my social media until I see it, and I'm seeing it Friday night, so it's even worse for me.
Oh, because people, yeah, don't even get on their social media, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
I know people be doing the spoilers without context and all that. I don't need none of that.
Nah,
Twitter,
yeah.
Instagram, all that's going. But you know, I can't wait for it. It's kind of sad that people do have to be reminded. Even people like going to the theaters, especially when you're going to a late show like I am because of like classes and work and everything. Like I'm going at like 10:30, which is the last showing. People, even for Infinity War, people are coming out of the theater like telling me as they know I'm walking in because they're just so shocked from, you know, the snap and everything, like, oh, they killed Loki, everybody died, blah blah blah, and they see people walking into the theater. I was so mad. Once I heard Loki died, I like shut my ears and I just walked straight into the theater. So fortunately I missed everything else, but I did hear a little bit about everyone dying, but of course I didn't know who that meant. But yeah, like Loki spoiled for me, and you know that was within the first minutes of the movie.
That's wild. He couldn't keep his
upset.
mouth shut. That he or she just ruined your. Bruh, I would have been so heated, bruh.
Yes, I was pissed, yo. So I'm walking in with headphones on. I'm not playing that. I'm deleting social media. It's sad that we have to do it. People should just be respectful. At least give us like a week. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
Gotcha. What about you, Corliss? What you think, fam?
Yeah, I got my stuff ready. I'm muting words on Twitter and Facebook because I got my tickets for. I have to work on the weekend, so I got my tickets for Monday morning, the matinee showing. So I got the words probably. But I'm on all the social media.
You gotta go through on Monday. You gotta wait until the weekend's over. Oh my God! Don't even think about it going on social media.
I know. I already muted all the words for 30 days on Facebook and Twitter.
Smart
like
man.
Anything Marvel, Thor, Endgame, Russo Brothers, whatever. I muted all the words, so I ain't catching nothing until Monday morning.
All right, yeah, smart man. Yeah, it's sad that we got to take these type of precautions, but you know, unfortunately, that's just what we got to do. And you know, speaking of Disney and everything like that, and of course, so about a week ago, Disney Plus was finally revealed, and with Disney Plus, pretty much I'm just gonna save you guys on the rundown. The most important things that you need to know is that it's gonna be fully launching November 12th, 2019 for $6.99 a month. You can also pay the entire year for $69.99. Now, I think these prices are definitely reasonable, but I also do believe that the reason why they're having these prices so low at the moment is because they're trying to draw people in. I can see maybe in the long run they'll increase it eventually, but just want to throw that out there that Disney Plus will be coming. So this is going to be pretty much be in competition with Netflix. Now, a lot of things that you're going to see on Disney Plus obviously is going to be Disney related, so Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic, things along those lines. And if I'm sure you guys have already noticed that a lot of Disney related stuff have been removed from Netflix, and they will continue till Disney Plus is finally up and operational. Now, I'm kind of curious to see if there would be any type of Disney related content on Netflix at all. I feel like there won't be because it wouldn't make any sense, but you will actually be able to check out all of that stuff. So if you're looking forward to that, that is great. And there will be original shows on there as well. So definitely there will be more reveals before the November 12th release date. So keep that in mind. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of stuff there. There's all the Pixar movies. That's a lot of Pixar movies. And this is from adults, children, all of that. You will enjoy that. Disney products, majority Disney videos, Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilms, National Geographic catalog as of right now has been announced. 4Ups. Are you interested in Disney Plus at all, or do you feel like you would give it a chance? What do you think about it so far?
Oh, I'm definitely interested. Like, even just from a Marvel perspective, because I know they're coming out with a lot of Marvel original shows like the Black Widow, and I'm sure some type of way they'll be bringing back like Daredevil and everything else. And like, it's kind of a smart play. Like, I was listening to TBH's podcast and he was talking about it, and you know, the way that since they own everything that they're gonna have on there, and Disney has their hand in everything. I mean, I'm sure
That's
they'll put
wild.
Fox on there. I'm sure they'll put Marvel stuff in there, of course, and Star Wars, all of that. So it's gonna be a lot to choose from. It's their own stuff, their own platform. They have a lot of money for production to be able to pretty much do it big. So I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely a day one cop, unlike the DC streaming service, which so far to me is a little bit disappointing. But yeah, for sure, it's gonna be good.
What about you, Bishop?
I'm gonna have to wait to see because you know, it sounds good at first, but then you probably get it kind of disappointing. But then again, you know, they probably got a lot of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying? They probably got Atlantis. They probably got, you know, Cusco's Emperor's New Groove. And, you know, I'm just gotta wait to see.
Okay. So yeah, it should be very, very interesting to see. Like I said before, Bishop, you went, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Corliss?
Yeah, I'm interested definitely for sure. Hopefully they have some free trials, like, you know, try it out before you decide to buy or anything like that. The original content, yeah, I'm hoping this goes to their platform. Hope they revive, you know, the Daredevils and the Punisher and all that stuff, hopefully.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Like I said before, it'll be launching November 12th, 2019, $6.99 a month, or you can pay $69.99 for the entire year. If you guys are interested in it, let us know in the chat if you are curious about it. And yeah, moving forward, let's go ahead and talk about, so Apex Legends. We already know Apex came out of nowhere, legit killing it when it comes to another battle royale. But the way they did it was they just literally Respawn Entertainment and EA just dropped it. Hey, it's available now, free to play, go. And then it was doing very well for a while, and it's actually still, is like I said before, it's, in my opinion, still doing okay. It's not doing the numbers where it was at the beginning, but viewership for Apex Legends has definitely gone down. I think they've gone down more when it comes to the streaming and everything like that, because their like season is just, it's just everything to what you get for like playing it and everything like that. It doesn't really progress well. One thing about Fortnite, besides that, the fact that I believe it's in season 8 right now, you get the incentive to want to complete the challenges and go through, do your dailies, your challenges every day. You get cool new things in a tier system, and I feel like they got it right compared to when it comes to Apex. Now, Apex isn't necessarily getting it there yet, so they've seen a lot of droppage when it comes to viewership on like streaming platforms and everything like that. I definitely do think it's a fun game. I enjoy it. The one negative thing that I would say for fact is and this can be just for anybody, any streamers, because unless you have like a beefy rig or anything like that, you might even still have this issue unless you change some things in your settings, where when you start to drop down from with the group of 3, you get like the stuttering that a lot of people have noticed via streams and everything. And I had that problem a lot until I actually upgraded my some of my parts in my PC. So sometimes the game can definitely lack optimization, and it's unfortunate. And also another news with Apex, it's rumored that they're talking about bringing a night mode into the game. So Corliss, do you play Apex Legends? Are you interested in the night mode? What do you think?
I do play Apex Legends, not as much as I did when it first came out. I'm probably interested in the night mode. I'm not sure that'll it's be more than that to draw me back into it and play more than say like Division 2 at this point in time right now, or even if I pick up MK11. Like there's just so many multiplayer games vying for attention at this point. It'll be pretty interesting. I don't see, like, I understand that droppage, like obviously over time it's going to feign interest for like Twitch streaming and numbers and everything, but it's still a pretty popular game, and their season 1 pass was pretty, I'd say, substandard, below average substandard wise,
right?
But they picked that back up and obviously add a lot more content, which obviously going to support the game over time and probably will. It could still, it'll still maintain interest in the like the public view and everything.
Right. What about you, Bishop?
Yeah, I actually am interested in night mode. Like, I feel like it could be a huge difference, and people show how well you gameplay in there and whatnot. Like, when it was bright as day, it was hard enough to see the enemies as it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, night mode.
What'd you say?
You didn't hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to night mode. You know, I feel like it'd be fun playing, you know, at the nighttime. And it is kind of unfortunate that's starting to be happening during streams and whatnot. It might be something wrong with respawn or something like that, maybe the PC. But overall, yeah, I am looking forward to night mode.
Okay. What about you, 4ups?
Well, I haven't been too big into Apex. I have played it a few times. And I don't know, I just couldn't get too far into it. I think the night mode sounds cool. I'm definitely gonna try it out. I mean, I don't play every day, but I do like to try out. I know I tried out the new season with the new character they introduced. I think depending on how they do it, if it's just gonna be like the equivalent of like a skin change to where okay, the sky is just a night sky and now it's slightly darker, then I'm not sure if it'll be too big of a change to keep players immersed, especially with like the losing viewership via streams. But if it actually introduces like some unique elements, such as I don't know, making like weapons with night sight more usable, or just some type of sneakiness or some type of aspect that comes with the environment, I think it would be a pretty cool change.
Okay. Moving on. So we spoke about Marvel a little bit earlier, and we also talked about a little bit, brought up Fortnite and everything like that, with it being in the season 8 right now. And if you guys remember, there was a mashup between Marvel and Fortnite when Avengers Infinity War came out, when they brought a Thanos mode where you can be able to grab the gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet, and you became Thanos, and pretty much you became super OP for a while, and pretty much everybody had to try to kill you. So with that being said, it looks like they are bringing yet another Marvel x Fortnite mashup, and they showed on the official Twitter page of Fortnite a picture of the vibranium shield. Everybody recognizes it, Captain America's shield, with a Fortnite character, and it tweets whatever it takes, and then it does hashtag Fortnite x Avengers. Now, I'm not shocked by this. I definitely do think that this is dope. I hope that they bring more Marvel inspired skins. Even though they didn't do that last year, I hope they do that this year. I know they have the Thanos mode, which is dope and everything like that, but I hope, I really do, like, I'm not even gonna front, I probably, just for the fact that I want those skins, because I know those skins are dope, I probably would go back myself to go purchase those skins if it had like Iron Man, Spider-Man, the whole lineup, Black Panther. Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that. And they had the gliders and everything like that. Like, let's be real, when it comes to Fortnite and Epic, they come out with some dope skins. I'm all for the cosmetic stuff for it. If as long as it's not pay to win, I'm cool. And I'm not gonna lie, that's another reason why Fortnite is in its 8th season right now. Regardless of the Fortnite dad jokes we make with GI and everything like that, Fortnite knows what their viewers want, consumers want when it comes to these skins. So hopefully the Avengers skins are a thing. And we see the teaser. So with that being said, I will go with 4ups first. 4ups, do you play Fortnite at all? Are you interested in this Marvel x Fortnite? Let us know.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I actually play Fortnite more than like Apex, of course, and I've been in it for a minute, and I just recently got back in it after taking like a brief pause. So I was literally just tweeting how it would be pretty cool to have like a Avengers type crossover come back, because I was in love with the Thanos game mode. I mean, proud to say that I went and took down Thanos 5 times in a row while winning in the same round. So it was lit last season when it came out. I'm interested to see what they do this time. Like, are they going to bring back Thanos? Are they going to do more of a team-oriented thing? Because that was like the one thing I did wish for, was that it wasn't like a solo game mode, but that it was something to enjoy with friends. So hopefully they bring that aspect in somehow to where we can get squads embedded. But I'm ready for it. I'm interested to see what they do.
Okay. Corliss, what do you think?
So Fortnite's all, and Epic's always been great with their promotion and everything. So I'm not a huge Fortnite player or anything. I haven't played in a long time since it came out or anything. But always executed like their promotion material well, and it's always drawn people back into the game. So
True. What about you, Bishop?
Man, every time I leave Fortnite, they always find a way to bring me back in, man. I was a huge fan of the whole Infinity Gauntlet matchup. I really thought it was a really cool idea for Fortnite. And I agree with you, Ace. I feel like they are going to do some skins and whatnot, like Black Panthers, Scarlet Witch, Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, all that stuff. I feel like that'll be a smart move for them to do skins with the characters and stuff like that, and to bring back the Infinity Gauntlet mode. I feel like they might bring back something else new. I don't know what it is, but we just have to wait and find out. But yeah, I'm all for it. I can't wait to re-download Fortnite, and get the skins.
True. Everybody went.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, bet. So I'm actually interested in it myself. I haven't played this entire season at all. I think I barely played season 7, and I just haven't played season 8. I think I may have played season 8 once to test something out on my computer, but that is literally it. So other than that, I think that's dope. And like I said, hey, we might actually be seeing Fortnite go into season 10, season 11, season 12. Like, hey man, it's people love it. So unless something big happens and somebody changes it up, Fortnite's on top right now. And these Marvel, I'm not gonna lie, this Marvel X Fortnite, it's gonna be fire. It might bring me back to play for a little bit just to get the skins. I'm gonna be real with you, because when they did the matchup for the mashup for the NFL, I went back and got me the Charger skin. I had to off rip. So that would be interesting to see. Now, switch it up real quick. So Will Smith, it's been reported that Will Smith is looking into dropping 46 million into the esports organization Gen G. Now, Gen G is a global esports organization with major teams of League of Legends, PUBG, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and Clash Royale. And they also have a Overwatch League team, Soul Dynasty. This is fantastic when it comes for just gaming and esports in general. And when you have a person like Will Smith, because Will Smith, I'm sure a lot of you guys know, let's just be real, he's hip to everything that's going on. You see when he created his YouTube channel and when he does for his Instagram, how he's interactive with everybody, and he tries to bring everybody in a journey with him. From music to acting to doing things for business wise, financially, all of this seems like that man and his family do it all. And now he's dipping his amount of money into esports because he recognizes where it's going, and that is tremendous. Like, when you really think about it, like, I necessarily did not hear about this esports organization, this one in particular, but wow, that's great. Clearly he saw investment in it, and I'm sure as the current trends go, he will get his money back tenfold. I fully believe it. Now, of course, through time, it's an investment, but that's just tremendous. Yo, 4ups, what do you think about this, man?
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's like very nice to see not celebrities such as like Will Smith and like all of these different people. I think I heard Drake invested in the team. If I heard that correctly, please don't crucify me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so I think it's pretty good to see like esports getting all of this buy-in. It's definitely a rising industry and a rising source of entertainment, as well as like professional within the professional like electronic sports scene as well. So hopefully he gets that investment back, and that the team he invested in is able to capitalize on that publicity and that contribution from them, and be able to make the best of it. But I hope we start seeing more and more of this trend, so that way this industry can continue to grow.
True. What about you, Bishop?
I honestly was surprised when I found out that Will Smith put money into esports. I didn't think that esports was that big of a thing, But then I started hearing about they'll do segments on ESPN, and that this is just a huge surprise to me. Apparently there is money to be made with esports, and Will Smith's also been in the team, so I can't knock him for it. I never heard of these guys before. I never heard of pretty much any other esports team, but I might be checking them out now. It's just, like, Will Smith thinks they're cool, so I might check it out. And I feel like it's a good, a good thing on the team's end more than Will Smith's end, because it gives them more acknowledgement and gets them more backers, in their corner. So I think that's a good idea.
What about you, Corliss?
Yeah, it's always great when esports, when these name brand notoriety actually people who invest in esports and like kind of like legitimize it. And it's crazy because he's also investing with the former basketball player Chris Bosh. He's also investing in the same
Yep.
like esports team with him. So
Yep.
it's just legitimizing it basically and showing that it's a legit business and competitive. And that's always great for gaming in general and everything. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's tremendous. And shout out to Will Smith. I mean, man's doing it all, man. So shout out to him. Go ahead and donate some money to Game Illuminaughty, Will Smith, if you're ever listening to us. Just throwing it out there. Support black businesses. All right. Moving forward. Now, Paragon. You guys remember that game. Very fun game. Epic, Epic Store and everything like that. Funny moments with GI, all of that. Cool MOBA. Had some cards to be able to do different things with different characters and everything like that. Well, Core, which is like the Paragon 2 kind of. So if you guys don't know, when Epic shut down the service for Paragon, they released $12 million of assets to the public where you can be able to create your own game. Now, there's been a lot of failed attempts to create another Paragon, and I know a lot of people, especially within the GI members, have been itching for a new MOBA to play. And Core seems to be the front runner of games being created, or Paragon games being created. They recently delayed their release of like their alpha. They're getting people to sign up and everything like that, but the reason why they did the delay is because they wanted to fix a few things, which nobody's ever going to be upset at that. And if you guys are curious to look what the menus and everything look like, go on the GI channel, take a look at it. There's gonna be like I said before, there'll be a link for this article below. Take a look at it. It looks really clean. Like, it looks really, really good. And the one thing when it comes to this game is that I was just really hoping that that Fortnite has made so much money for Epic. It's like, get a small team, take about 15-20% of what they've made from Fortnite, which is nothing to them. Take 15-20%, get a team together, put Paragon servers back up, do some enhancements and update everything. There you go. But this Core is looking to be all right, man. This might be the one for the new Paragon. So with that being said, Coreless, what do you think?
That's the one that Black streamed a little while ago.
Yeah,
right?
That is correct. Black did do that. Shout out to Black.
Yeah, I mean, if it plays well and runs well, I mean, that's gonna be the MOBA of my choice. I mean, I never played League of Legends. The only one I've played was Smite, and then I stopped playing that. It's been like 3 or 4 years. But hey, I haven't had a MOBA scratch in a long time, and if they can bring that back, it's half as good without listen to the community properly and not make the mistakes that Epic made when they launched like the legacy mode and everything. If they can just do that and bring it back, man, I'll be on that game so quick. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. What about you, Bishop?
The only mobile game I ever really played was Smite, and I thought it was a really good game. And I wanted to get into Paragon, but it wasn't on Xbox at the time. I didn't have a PS4. No, it wasn't on Xbox yet, and I didn't have a PS4. But by the time I did get one, Paragon was long gone. So, and seeing this, it does look beautiful, it does run smoothly, and I actually might really get it. I might suggest getting it. It looks beautiful.
True. What about you, 4Ups?
I'm kind of in the same boat as Bishop. I didn't get a chance to try out Paragon. I didn't have a PC or PS4 at the time. Just got both of them recently within the last year after Paragon died. And my MOBA experience is also kind of weak, but I have seen like the GI gang stream it. It looked pretty fun. I always wanted to try it out. I've been trying to get my feet wet in some of the MOBAs. I tried Smite before, but it just didn't appeal to me. But I mean, I'm hearing a lot of things about this game. So hopefully it finds some success, and I would love to try it out and see what I missed with Paragon.
Yeah, completely understandable, and I'm hoping that it is successful and definitely can be the remake of Paragon 2, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, we'll definitely be for sure reporting more about this game and giving you guys updates and everything like that. And when we get the access to be able to stream it, we'll definitely stream it for you guys to see if you guys what you thought, and if hopefully we hope that is a great game. We're really hoping for it. So definitely shout out to all the people that put in a hard work for it. And it was one of those things where I felt like instead of everybody working on things individually, they pulled their resources together. It's just amazing what you guys can do, especially a lot of the guys that were within the Paragon community, because there was a huge Paragon community working with these guys for devs and everything like that, and kind of giving your insight and everything like that, which is always a great thing. So shout out to y'all, and I hope that this definitely does go well. And then one thing else that I wanted to talk about before we go ahead and wrap this up, the Genesis Mini. Now, you guys already know there's already just been this trend going on, and it started with Nintendo before they even dropped their NES Classic and the SNES Classic. They started pulling out all the ROMs from all the popular ROM websites and everything like that. And the reason for that was because they were coming out with their own essential emulator that they were doing to sell, which was the NES Mini or the NES Classic, and this SNES Classic or the SNES Mini. Well, a lot of people, Sony decided to follow suit, and they said, hey, we're gonna come out with the PS1 Classic, and it didn't do so well because of the fact that how expensive it was. It was legit super expensive for it. And then I think it dropped down, it was started off like at $100 or something like that, and the games were actually very lackluster. And then eventually it dropped down to, I think I saw it as low as like $39.99, I believe. It could be a little bit more than that, or a little bit less than that, but that is where it was coming from. So I was like, all right, like I'll wait till it gets a little cheaper for me to get it, because just for a collection. But with that being said, Sega has entered the classic and mini versions of their original consoles, and they introduced a couple weeks ago the Sega Genesis Mini, and they revealed 10 of their games, which the first 10 of the games that they revealed were as followed. It was Echo the Dolphin, Castlevania Bloodlines, Space Harrier 2, Shining Force, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, that's Eggman for some of you guys that don't know who Dr. Robotnik is, Toe Jam and Earl, Comic Zone, Sonic the Hedgehog, Altered Beast, and Gunstar Heroes. Now, the games, it is confirmed right now that it will be released this year for $80. Is going to include not one but 2 Genesis controllers, and it will be coming with over 40 games as of right now. Now, with that being said, they just recently released another 10 games that they will be bringing: Earthworm Jim, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, The Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, those are sleepers, play those, Contra Hard Corps, Street of Rage 2 Fire, Thunder Force 3, Super Fantasy Zone, Shinobi 3 Return of the Ninja Master Fire, and Landstalker. So, with that being said, and this will be coming out in September, any of you guys in the chat are any of you guys going to be picking this up? Bishop, what about you? Are you going to be picking up the Sega Mini at all?
I might, because Sega Genesis was like way up before my time, before I was even born, actually. But yeah, it looks interesting. Like, there's some games I don't know about, some games that I might have played back when I was in a daycare. Like, I think there was like a Lion King game and Sonic. I remember those. But I might pick it up, mostly for Streets of Rage or NBA Jam.
Okay. What about you, 4-Ups?
That's gonna be a no for me. I don't know. I don't see, unless outside of getting the nostalgia of using like the controller and just having like a Genesis as console in your home. Didn't they release like Sega Genesis classics like on like PS4 and Xbox and everything?
Yeah, they've had Sega Genesis games have been like kind of like a collection or something like that on other consoles already. So yeah different games, but yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I know there's probably like a few in there that may be different, but most of the popular ones like Sonic, Altered Beast, Comic Zone, and all of the different spin-offs of Sonic, such as like some of the Dr. Robotnik games, like the Lean Bean, Green Machine, whatever it was called. Like, most of those are like already accessible through the current consoles I have. So like, outside of nostalgia, I just don't see the need for it.
I feel you. What about you, Corliss?
Maybe on a price drop. I totally forgot it was coming out this year and everything. The Genesis was my first console with Earthworm Jim, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I believe, I had, and there's some other games. Like the first football game I ever played was on the Sega Genesis too. But yeah, it's probably a price drop, and I might get it then. Like the only real, like emulator thing I want to bring back is Nintendo 64. That'll be the only one I would get day one probably.
Okay. Well, with that being said, definitely be able to check that out. It's going to be the Genesis Mini. We'll be releasing for $80 sometime in September. So I envision that they're going to be showing more of the games being revealed, and we'll be sure to continue to update you guys on the website GameIlluminati.com. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and wrap that up. We do appreciate everybody from the Game Illuminati for pulling up. Shout out to you guys watching the videos right now, and shout out to you guys, the Patreon members that are currently in here. So Bishop, Corliss, and 4Ups, thank you very much. I do appreciate you guys for coming through. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you guys would like to continue to support the Game Illuminati as a whole, why not check out our Patreon? That is patreon.com/GI updates. We have a whole bunch of awesome tiers. We can be part of movies just like this. Plus, we have a dope community when it comes to the GI Patreon Discord, and a lot of people have been playing a lot of games together. Your Apex, your Fortnight, been talking trash in 2K, doing private lobbies, and then you're going to get the fighting games with MK11 coming out at the time of recording tonight. There's going to be a lot of people pulling up for private lobbies, so if you want to pull up, be part of the streams and everything along those lines, and just hang out and meet with dope community, pull up to the Patreon and check out our GR updates on Patreon. So shout out to you guys. And before we go, we got to give the outros. 4Ups, anything you want to plug before you go?
Like I said at the beginning, just follow me on social media, Instagram especially at 4UPZ. All of my links are through there, and get ready for that Mortal Kombat.
True. Bishop?
Hit me up on YouTube. I make a lot of videos and stuff like that. I make EMVs, funny moments, drawing videos, music videos, all that stuff at Admiral Bishop on YouTube. Twitter, Bishop X, the I was with a 1 instead. Just follow me there.
True. And Corliss?
No social media shout out or anything like that. Just appreciate the GI community and the GI Patreon members playing games and having a chill community to play with, and everybody running GI, Ace, TBH, Flock, JG, and everyone a part of it, Ziggy and everybody.
True. Appreciate you. And thank you guys again for joining the podcast. And thank you guys, the listeners and viewers, for viewing yet another community podcast. I will try to get another one going in 3 weeks. And I'll be diligent on making sure to get on that. So shout out to everybody. Appreciate you guys for coming through for yet another Game Illuminati community podcast. We do appreciate you guys for coming through. This has been Ace of All Trades with Game Illuminati, and stay enlightened.